So this one is from Goose. Go to sleep, Fozzie. This one is from Bree. Hamid, redistribute your wealth.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong.
This one is from M Stars. Hamid, you are just so yeetable. I've got two from, just says crimes. I swing both ways. Violently, with an axe. And then, you can call me Azu, because nothing's as good as you and me. That is the 15th of February. That's a special one. Post Valentine's Day.
I'm very sorry. Just in general. That one is from Kazika. How dare you make me say that?
Only for money.
Only for money. I'm getting this money, right? Where's the money being paid?
Stop ploying your improv craft, James.
Thanks. All right. Yes. Well, you see, pre-contract signage, I was, in fact, a twink. Thank you, Bag Chips, for that very astute observation. When there's no cops around, anything's legal. That's from Still Not Sorry. Beefcake Rights. That's from Mars Time. I'm sorry for not checking my dummy-thick rich white man privilege. That is from Corin. I mean, I understood the conjunctions in that sentence. Hello, young man. Yes, apologies for the deception. On second thought, no apologies. That is from B_Ease.
My first suggestion comes from my own personal nemesis, Brynanza. So this one's for you. I think I, Hamid Salah Haroun Al-Tahan, will grow a luxurious and canonical moustache. My next two come from Lark93, and I believe are both quotes from one of my absolute favourite plays, The Importance of Being Earnest, although sadly not the character I have played in The Importance of Being Earnest. In matters of grave importance, style, not sincerity, is the vital thing. I hate people who are not serious about meals. It is so shallow of them. My next one comes from Nosorgs, and this is a quote from The Hobbit, specifically a quote from Smaug. One of my other notes later on says that I'm supposed to be Hamid doing an impression of someone, and I have no idea how I'm going to accomplish that. This one doesn't say that, so I'm not going to attempt to do a Hamid doing an impression of Smaug, because that sounds impossible. So, revenge! The king under the mountain is dead, and I have eaten his people like a wolf among the sheep. I kill where I wish, and none dare resist. I laid low the warriors of old, and their like is not in the world today. Then I was but young and tender. Now I am old and strong thief in the shadows. My armor is like tenfold shields. My teeth are swords. My claws spears. The shock of my tail a thunderbolt. My wings a hurricane, and my breath death!
The way you pronounce it, though, it did sound like you said at one point, like, nom, no one can resist me. That is how Hamid would do it.
Yeah.
I am death. Nom. I got two from Crimes, which is a good name. My name's Selaquillathon, and I am Selaquillahot. Factual there. I'm not a man or a woman, but I am attractive, and that makes everyone gay. Esherizo or Esherizo. Hey, I'm gonna call it Esherizo. That's. I hope that's right. I was so preoccupied with whether or not I could, I didn't stop to think if I should. And I'm not gonna stop now. Hooray! Now, I got one from M Stars. Hey, little buddy. I know this semester has been hard, but you made it through. I'm really proud of you. I am. This one is from Dwarven Beard Spores, which suggests a terrifying, mycelial reproductive strategy for dwarven beards. Hello, and welcome to Cell's Theory of Everything, ASMR. Today, we will be talking about everything. There's insert discussion of everything, and I think I'm gonna try and talk about, everything, but the conception of everything as a thing kind of involves things being discrete things, and, that as a concept I would like to unpack to begin with. Also, every. I mean, have you thought about, can every include itself, including the concept of every? And then I've got one from Brian, who simply asks me to say, eat the rich.
This one is from Shaker Shaman. Remember to take your meds, hydrate, eat something, and stretch. Your well-being matters, and I care about you. Then we've got one from Raspberry. What if we kissed in a city on the back of a giant bear in the northern wastes, and we were both girls.
I'm really hoping that person's early on in the series and
Yeah.
has got just like a really great like fantasy fulfillment coming up.
Oh, now I've got one from B_ease. Hello, friends. Would you like a hug? How are you doing? Please take care of yourself. Got one from Miria G. Socially awkward by rights. Hell yeah. As socially awkward by. One from Bagel Whaley. Is that Sasha? Oh, Sasha, it's actually you. Everyone will be so happy to see you. And I'll leave that there.
Aww.
That extremely sad note.
I wonder if that person has like asked for lines from all of us, which together they will edit together.
This Brutor is empty. Yeet! Thanks, Flawless Poop. That was a suggestion as wonderfully tapered as your name suggests. Gay rights, but just for me, I think. That's from Miss Sunflower 94 and Tangy. I'm sorry, Brutor. That's from Toast Soup. Young man, take the breadsticks and run. I said, young man, Mandor hand hook car gun. That's from Rachel Ice.
That is so many layers deep in Tumblr memery. I cannot believe it.
I simply do not understand any of that. I get that it was based on an ancient hymn. Place where everybody knows your name is Hell. You are describing Hell. Lulu Lilith, that's very relatable content, that. The only force that can break tyrannical rule is one big union of all the workers. And that is from Elia Thinks. I am to be king of a ruined world, and I shall never die. That is from Straw Cup. Blood, war, death, rumpy pumpy. That's from Alex Bebbington. What a one-handed suggestion, that, but there you go. All right, I'll cede the floor now, I think.
My next one is from Sazandorable, and it's just burn, baby, burn! Disco Inferno! That bit's not there, but that's what I wanted to do. My next one is from Swirling Skies. Siberia, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the airship Vengeance, its continuing mission to explore the northern wilds, to seek out the cure for the blue vein disease, and to become a giant dragon! My next one says, to the tune of Stan Was Wrong from Gravity Falls. I know that Gravity Falls is a cartoon. I have no idea of anything else about the show. So I guess I'm going to have to make up a tune, which is so far outside of my skill set. I'm Hamid and I was wrong. I'm singing the Hamid wrong song. I shouldn't have taken that chance. Now here's my remorseful dance. I can't dance remorsefully. I only know how to dance with joy. My next one comes from Nero. Harrison Campbell's work is not only wildly influential, but criminally overlooked by the literature world. I mean, we'll never know. It's an entirely fictional literature in an entirely fictional world. Who can say who is right?
RSB, that's just I'm not shortening it. That's their name. Has asked someone called Lydia to give their favorite science fact, and I don't really. It's very hard to have a consistent fact because there's so much information coming in and out at any one time. But my favorite thing that I learned recently is that trees talk to each other through their little buddies who are mycelial fungal networks, and through that they share resources and information, and they'll even keep old stumps that have fallen down alive when they don't have any leaves anymore as part of a way of exchanging like water and nutrients. And basically trees are friends and sometimes enemies, but they got politics is what I'm saying, is that when you go through a wood, it's actually somewhere between gossip, an online chat room, and a war zone, which is also what I suppose most chat rooms are. Well, anyway, that was that. Moving on from that nonsense, Taco or Taco has asked me to say the Reliant is a lady. It's in caps, so stress.
I believe the Reliant was the original name for Amelia Earhart's.
I thought that was a name that Taco came up with themselves.
Did they just come up with it themselves?
Fair enough. I think because we didn't name the ship for ages.
J_Whirl44 says hot cell rights, which I agree. Oh Hallows says that's okay, Mr. Smith. I can learn to run with a dwarf on my back. Sounds like it's part of someone's much more interesting and complex and possibly happy storyline. Holozam, he threw sodium chloride at me. That's assault. My little buddy Raspberry says CEL stands for Creates Explosions Lovingly, which it didn't originally, but now it does. The Red String Brigade has asked me to say I have never been one to half-ass shenanigans. My shenanigans are whole-assed. Sydney65635 has asked me to say, what should we do with a drunk space pirate? I hope that you don't have too many drunk space pirates to deal with, Sydney, because that sounds like a complex question. Jonathan, that's their name. I'm so surprised by a name that doesn't have any underscores or numbers in it. So well done, Jonathan. Has asked me to say, now, I don't usually rely on science. I will not confirm or deny the existence of ghosts, but I have seen some things, especially like on trains. Do not go alone on a train. Maybe talk to some kind of institute or an archive or something before putting yourself in any danger. I'm sure that's not a reference to any kind of alternate universe in which... No, there's no connection.
This one's from Queenie. Okay, so Hamid told me you weren't getting enough sleep. So please go to sleep, okay? I'll tuck you right in.
Aww.
Azu, is that joyful or terrifying or both?
Mostly joyful. I had a moment in the last recording where I was like, I just threatened to chop someone's limbs off. And then I decided that Azu was annoyed enough that she could do that.
Hashtag spoilers.
I just think it's the bit where Azu decides that you need to go to bed. You have no choice about the matter now.
Yes. This one is from Oregon. We don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents. We have definitely made some mistakes.
And we've definitely had some unhappy accidents.
Ooh, this one's from Void Bean. You see these arms? Wii Sports Resort. This one is from Not a Gentle Them. Your gender expression is valid. You've come a long way, and I am proud of you. One from Kiwi, like the bird. Yes, for a minute that I wasn't sure if it said Kiwi like the bird or Kiwi, I like the bird. I can't believe Topaz likes Kiko better than me, you spoiled camel. Just because she gives you apples. I am going to do one more. This is a quote, or rather, this is a paraphrase quote that I actually do know. This is from Tafira. I am Azu of the Kenyan mountains. You will board my camel, teleport across the land, and restore the heart of Aphrodite.
Now, this is just written in gibberish. I've been educated at some of the finest institutions, I'll have you know, and even as fine a mind as my own cannot comprehend such lunacy. But I shall do my best. Now, what's this? Is this, vote? Labour. That is from Eric. I couldn't come up with a clever joke for a name, but wanted to try Tannehill. See, this is exactly why I said we shouldn't let the peasants make suggestions. I actually really like communism. Karl Marx is the best. And the bonus one is, I actually really like communism. Karl Marx is the best. That's from Ivy. Rich people need to be taxed more so that we can help people who need it. And again, a bonus. Rich people need to be taxed more so we can help people who need it. That's from Victoria. Look, Brutor. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. A night's time rises and falls like a falcon. One day, Brutor, my proverbial flight will end and yours will. Oh, what am I saying? I plan on living forever, meddling gnomes be damned. I'll tell you about my idea for a clockwork soldier. That's from Smiley. Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. I said, young man, 'cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be unhappy. Young man, there's a place you can go. I said, young man, when you're sure on your dough, you can stay there. And I'm sure you will find many ways to have a good time. That is from Kath and Red. You're very welcome. Issuing correction on a previous post of mine regarding the racket mob. You do not, under any circumstances, gotta hand it to them. I did actually recognise that as being a reference to a drill tweet, so
yeah.
My cultural knowledge is not very evenly distributed. Oh god, this one requires sincerity. I apologise for my actions.
I'm still not
Leo.
buying.
I'm trying to sneak around the flaming poo dimension, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks just keeps alerting the demons. Emma, brackets Eva Rose. Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. Sass and adorable. Statement of Hazel Rutter regarding a fire in her childhood home. From the Drusilla Rain. I am the very model of a modern Major General. I've information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I quote the fights historical. From Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. In one take, guys. In one take.
Nailed it!
Come on. And that's for Zalia. I mean, it's one banana, Sasha. What could it cost? 10 gold? That's a fractured mirror.
It makes me reminds you all that sort of like when a politician tries to prove how in touch they are by saying how much a pint of milk costs.
Ah, Mr. Geisman. Now, what I require for my planet is opulence. Opulence and nice young men to polish my sword. Oh, and I require oceans of honey and several dogs with adorable outfits as my noble companions and, indeed, steeds. And that is one for Gug the Goose. A fire, utter sea parks. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. That is Ambrosia. Oh, I think this is another one for the same person. It's another one for Emma, I think. I am Jonah Magnus.
Reveal!
What a twist! Don't talk about murder. I was murdered once, and it offends me. And that's for number 9.
This one is from Straw Cup, and it's incredibly flattering. I found this interesting text in the vault below the Tahan branch, guys. It's some sort of academic paper, and the abstract says, we prove the laws of black hole mechanics and derive Hawking radiation. We also provide a discussion on black holes as thermodynamic objects, a relation implied by these results. We then discuss the information loss problem and whether this should affect our thinking on black holes, which is the abstract to my very own master's thesis, which I wrote when I was 22 years old.
Did this person know that? Do you know the person who's requesting it?
I've shared it. It came up in I did an episode of Stellar Firma where we talked about science, and it came up. So I ended up sharing it after that.
Cool. I mean, that has a very different vibe than if you hadn't mentioned it.
That would be a bit different, wouldn't it? Yeah.
And it's like, this one's weird. They've asked me to read out my home address.
My next one is for Taffiera. Please, for the love of all that is holy and unholy, let David Seven say fuck! My next one is for Anna, and it says, in your best impression of Peter Lucas, while still being Hamid. And I have to confess, I don't know Peter Lucas well enough to impersonate him myself, let alone impersonate him while still being Hamid. So I'm just going to do my best. I hope that's okay. Azu, help! I've become a Mimi! My next one is for Emma, brackets Eva Rose. Congratulations on graduating during a pandemic. It's more than I could do.
Aww.
It's very hard. Well done.
That is very odd. I love that that's both sincere and heartfelt, and like what someone really needs to hear, and then they rub it in.
And my final one is for Alex Bebbington. Look, sir, I know Azu. She's not the useless type. She doesn't stand there and scream helplessly. She makes other people do that.
Right, little buddies, I care about you. I am Cell. Okay, so this one is from the No Nonsense Archives, who tells us that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Now, that may be true of the cell with 2 L, but I myself have multiple powerhouses, different planes, and of different kinds. And I'll tell you about them at length. Queenie asks me to say he can't finish a sentence, but Mr. Smith does have a really nice bum. Liv Doodles asks me to say, science isn't about why. It's about why not. Why is so much fresh science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? The context being that this is from Portal 2, a game which I think is like there, but for the grace of not having access to a laboratory goes Cell. Friendly_tree. It is important that I make that distinction because they may not be a friendly tree. It could be just a name. Friendly_tree asks me to say that's Misk Dr. Cell to you. Nick has asked me to say, and again, this may take a few attempts. I'm not sure all of these have been discovered in my universe. There's antimony, arsenic, aluminium, selenium, and hydrogen and oxygen and nitrogen and rhenium. And thankfully, they've asked me to stop there because it would take a very long time. Thank you for your your discretion and kindness in limiting that.
That's absolutely fucked. For the next one, can you just like dance on a hot plate going, in agony?
Alchemist Stan has asked me to say, "Oh, hey, Mr. Smith. I've just finished this cake. What do you think? I took your basic recipe, but I added some basic elemental module to add some pop to the texture, just an elemental crackle. What kind of a good cake doesn't leave a spark trail?" And I said, there may be some additional mealworms. Sasra got me to add, I'm not sure how that'll work, but I'm sure it will work. I'm not sure. But I think we might as well enjoy it. If you know what I mean. I, for one, do not know what Alchemist Stan means in that context. I should clarify. This one's from Reza. Okay. So everything's really, it's not good right now. Could be a lot better, to be honest. But we'll get through this. We've been through worse. No, actually not quite like this. Sorry, this is out of our control. This is really scary stuff. But still, take your meds, get some sleep, be kind to others, but also to yourself. Do happy things. We'll get through this. We will.
This makes me want to hug someone. I'm not even sure who.
This one is from JJ Hunter. So humpback whales can sing long and varied epic poems to each other across hundreds, thousands upon thousands of miles and still be heard? Yuko, I learned whale shape so I could sing to our sons while they're away and have my whale friends carry my love for me. It's been so hard these last few years since the storms started. Fewer and fewer of my friends have been singing back. I hope Aiko and Aina have found safe waters out of range. Yeah, man, I did not pre-read that and I did not expect it to go that way. I don't know if I should retake that one because I started off all enthusiastic and I was like, oh shit.
That felt very true to Sel.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. This one's from Kit. I've heard people say that nothing's unforgivable. And that isn't true. I'm sure it's just, sometimes it's nice to hope. This one is from The Horse Awakens. According to all known laws of aviation, there is absolutely no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Anyway, where was I?
This one is from Anonymous. You're doing great, and I'm very proud of you. Also, that shirt looks fantastic on you.
I might clip that out and just listen to it on a repeat.
This one is from Mile After Mile. Everyone hearing this deserves to be happy and loved. Unless you are Sir Bertrand McGuffingham, in which case you can fuck off.
Well, he's already fucked off. So...
This one is from Callie Omelette. Take a deep breath, drink some water, and remember that Aphrodite loves you. This one is from Emma, brackets Eva Rose. I know you've had a hard year. It's been horrible, but I am incredibly proud of you and can't wait to see the things you create. This one is from Glentropy, very good name. I've only had Howard for a minute and a half, but if anything happened to him, I would great axe everyone in this room and then some bears. Next one is from friendly_tree. I'm Azu, the best LOL-OMGer. This one is from Alex Bevington. Ooh, we've got a Pratchett quote. Ankh-Morpork, pearl of cities. This is not a completely accurate description, of course. It was not round and shiny. But even its worst enemies would agree that if you had to liken Ankh-Morpork to anything, then it might as well be a piece of rubbish covered with the diseased secretions of a dying mollusk. One from Kath. And remember, Aphrodite loves you. Apparently, the context is that that ad isn't playing anymore. So they need it. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, I've got to sing in the Azu voice. Literally rolled up my sleeves. I've got to remember the tune that I did as well. Okay, so this is from Gug the Goose. Because big gal, she's a big orc gal. Big orc gal, she's a big orc gal. Ooh, she's a big orc gal. Big gals here.
Yeah.
Excellent. I like the idea that is just playing in the back of Azu's head. Like any time that there's like a long quiet moment in all the meditation that she was learning, like that has become the thing that she focuses through.
That's why she has no idea what any religions stuff is about. Just fails every single role. This is from JJ Hunter. To say it as if chanting while doing push-ups. Okay. Aphrodite loves when you love you. Aphrodite loves when you act from your values. Aphrodite loves when you embrace the cheese. I'm assuming cheese is in like cheesy romance novels, maybe. But maybe that's a big thing for Bree.
I'll be honest, all of these clips that you're saying in Azu's sincere voice are making me really think about converting.
Excellent. That's her goal in life. This one is for Late Night Moth, who has asked me to pick my favorite line from Lord of the Rings. Luckily, I knew exactly which line to pick. There, peeping among the cloud rack above a dark tor high up in the mountains, Sam saw a white star twinkle for a while. The beauty of it smote his heart as he looked up out of the forsaken land, and hope returned to him. For like a shaft, clear and cold, the thought pierced him that in the end, the shadow was only a small and passing thing. There was light and high beauty forever beyond its reach. And that's from Return of the King. This is from Shannon. I do love you, you know, and I'll never stop loving you. Whatever else happens, you'll always have that. And this one goes to Bryn.
It was me. I did it.
It's you. Okay.
Hashtag no regrets.
This is Sonnet 116. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out, even to the edge of doom. If this be error, and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved.
Good choice.
I like
Lovely.
that one.
Delivery.
It is lovely.
This one's from Faye. You are more important than a thing. This one is from Miss Sunflower 94. I always thought my life would improve if I got a cool leather jacket. And you know what? I was right. This one's from Moofy. I believe in you. One foot in front of another and deep breaths. This one is from Crimes, who keeps committing them. Knife to meet you. In my head, that is something that Sasha would have said the first time that she saw Wild again if she'd come back from Rome.
Aww.
She had the time to think of it. This one is from Symphoria. I only like knives. I tried to say that so you could read it as either I only like knives or, knifeosexual. And this one is from Trinket the Cat. If I had 14 daggers, and I'm not saying I do, but like if I did, I would give one to you, Zolf. This one is from Taco. I love all my children equally. I little Wild, Sagax, Azus, Riz, Amadus, and Beedle. This one is from Crochet Demon. It's all right, Zolf. I promise. Can you do me a favour, though? Can you keep hope alive in the world? For me. This one is from Queenie. Hey, I just want you to know that you're going to be okay. I've said it before. That sometimes you can't save the world, but you can save a person. And it's okay if that person is you. This one is from JJ Hunter. Salve Wild. Read my letter. I wrote it for you and my other mates. I know things are falling apart and you're trying to stop that. And I know how hard that can be when everyone looks to you for answers. Sort over here. Listen, you're not alone. Find Zolf. He needs someone to look after, and you can trust him. Time is Miriam. I have sowed some other seeds to stack your hand, but I'm less sure of them. I think of you teaching me how to play with words often. I'm still not as quick, but I hope this makes you smile. The best smiths made spades to fight. This one is from number 9. No! Amadeus, you cannot get a dog! This one is from Gemma. Being lost in time isn't that bad, really. I mean, at least I don't have to spend time trapped on an airship with Carter. This one is from Queenie and Taco, who are friends. And that's the whole name that's there. That's not my comment or judgment. Elo. What's all this then? This one is from Maddie. Lesbian rights. Caffeine_now. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand? I hope so. I could always use another dagger. That's good. That's good.
Like
I like
that
that.
one.
That is excellent.
That one really tickled me.
This one is from Florana. As far as I know, no one's beaten my hide and seek record of 23 years. And still going. This one is from well_that_happened. And I'm going to read the description. Sasha points to a dagger that they just got stabbed with, and it got stuck partially in their body. Do you want this back, or can I keep it? This one is from friendly_tree. All right, mates. Wait, why is everyone crying? This one is from Alex Bebbington. What is a knife wife, and why are all these people calling me one? This one is from Tilda. I am the hero Rome needs, but not the one it deserves. This one is from Voidbean. No, mate, you're not getting me to no secondary location. You want it? Go get it. Street smarts. This one is from Author Bloom. It's difficult sometimes. Figuring out which bits of you are the real you and which bits are just what people have tried to make you into, you know, but I think pick the bits that make you happy. That's who the real you is.
That's really, really nice.
Yeah, our fans
one,
know the
mate.
feels. This one's from Kit. Hey guys, it's been a long time. Nice to be back.
This one is from the RSB. Ah, they'll never be able to replace me.
Hi. This next one is from Crimes, Symphoria, and Sazandorable. You ever want to talk about your emotions, Sasha?
No.
I do.
I know, Hamid.
I'm sad.
I know, Hamid.
This one is from various folks. What do you have?
A knife?
No!
Oh my god, why does she have a knife? The next one is from Farrah Fish. What are you doing up there?
Sometimes my quest for independence leads me to rooftops.
I feel that.
This next one is from B_Ease. I will give us all code names. Mine is Eagle 1. Hamid will be been there, done that. Zolf is it happened once in a dream. Grizzop is if I had to pick a paladin. Sasha is Eagle 2.
Oh, thank God.
Next one is from Ryan. Ryan, I'm so proud of you for finishing finals and having a good quarter. You deserve some rest.
Hey, little buddy, you're doing so well. Keep it up. Even when it's rough, you can do it.
This one's from various folks. Trans rights.
Trans rights.
Trans rights.
Trans rights.
The next one is from Striker Flynn. Of course I care about all of my friends equally.
We were attacked while you were gone.
Is Azu okay?
Accurate.
I can't believe you would say something so brave and so accurate.
This is from M. I spilled eel quiche in your Valentino bag.
You spilled eel quiche in my Valentino white bag.
Our next one is from Toast Soup. Thank you, Zolf. Thank you, Sasha, for all of your help.
What about me? You didn't thank me.
He didn't do anything.
Yeah, well, I like being thanked.
This is from Mile After Mile. Don't worry, I'm fine.
You were stabbed!
I've been stabbed before.
It's not like you build up an immunity to stab wounds. Except really, by Pathfinder rules, you kind of do, just by gaining more hit points. So,
This one is from Iris. Does anyone know anything about a sky ghost? Grizzop would yell at it from time to time.
I'm not sure about a sky ghost, but sometimes I'll think or say something and it feels like I just take random damage.
This one's from Jasby. Listen, you're trying your best.
Yes, and that's all any of us can do.
We believe in you. You can do this. One breath at a time, one foot after the other. You got this.
James doesn't have to do any of these with Bertie. People don't turn to Bertie for support in the time of crisis.
No.
And yet I have a firm and supportive bosom.
This one is from Mile After Mile. You know, Sasha, not every problem can be solved with a knife.
I know, that's why I carry 17 knives.
This one is from I am genuinely sorry, but not sorry enough. the inside of your butt is warm enough to hard boil an egg.
Oh no, I'm not falling for this one again.
What?
See, this is why I cleaned out my ass before. There's a meme here for context, but I don't think any of us want to.
No, I don't want to click. That link is staying blue, thanks.
Yeah.
I clicked on it and it said Microsoft Office has identified a potential security concern. So
This whole thing was a setup to get us to download malware. This is from Kit Amid. You got any daggers?
Oh, yes, I bought them before I started adventuring, just in case.
You ever use them?
Not really. Why?
No reason. I've already got 14 daggers. I don't need any more.
Would you like the daggers, Sasha?
Yes. Yes, please.
that is all of the lines that we were given to read out to complete the RQGG stream goal thing. When you raised so much money, we had to quickly invent new goals.
So much money.
You were so generous, we had to come up with ways to reward on the fly.
It was amazing.
Going
RQGG
off
went
the
so
charts.
well. We were all so happy. And this was so much fun as well, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like these lines were like funny and thoughtful and caring and like genuinely a joy. Some of you are twisted, and all of you are brilliant.
Very, very heartfelt, some of them. Thank you.
And please do not cut out separate words in order to create criminal mischief with our voices through clever plots.
Anyway, yeah. Thanks. Take care of yourselves, I guess. Bye.
Bye.
That's not how it goes.
Yeah.
That's how I remember it, Helen.